Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going unedited here. We're not going to do play until I lose and then pick a new team. We are going to swap one Pokemon later down the line, but for the entire video we're going to be sticking to the core of Shadow Hitmonchan and Cresselia here. And Venusaur is going to be going along for the ride. Yes, this team is unbalanced, but I was just having a little fun to see what we can pull up here. And, well, we're going to be seeing a shiny Gliscor when we have that Venusaur. Oh boy, this is going to be great here, folks. Alright, so we're getting closer to the Vegas Hoenn Tour event. It is going to be awesome, folks. And people are making tons of videos. It's going to be funny because this event's going to come and go. And you're going to have like 30 videos of this event. This is why I don't really cover it too much. I mean, you know, we can go over it here and there, but we don't really need to go over it 1,000 times every day. Alright, so I think I had something else I wanted to talk about, but maybe it'll come to my mind later down the line here. But let's see what we have going on for this battle. We got a Cobalion, a shieldless battle here. Stone Edge, I don't think it's going to be enough. Cresselia is just too thick, and we're able to get to another Future Sight, which is not going to quite KO this Cobalion here, but bringing it down pretty low. Now, I swap into my Hitmonchan thinking I was going to be able to counter them out, you know, kind of snipe them, and they are able to get in 2 freaking Sacred Swords. Are you serious? So at this point, I'm thinking, well, I had the game. I quite literally had the game, and I just lost it because we wanted to swap it and snipe. So here we are, unfortunately. Looking good, but let's see if we can pull this off. Now, we're going to be seeing a 0-5. Oh, yeah. So stick around if you want to see me getting, I don't know, I wouldn't call it destroyed, but taking quite a few losses on camera here. Well, I'm going to be bringing you that for sure. If you can do one thing for me and hit that like button, that would be much appreciated. So as far as my giveaway is going, it's looking like there's not too many people entering, so you're going to have a higher chance potentially getting those. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to be giving some away when I'm in Vegas. So if you do see me, you're subscribed, and I ask you to see the video, if you hit that like button on it, several videos potentially, then I might just go ahead and give you that 24/7 catcher right there, right then in person, and we'll call it a wrap because the support is really looking pretty pathetic. Okay, so I'm just going to start handpicking the people myself potentially here, right? So it's so amazing having this new app. Well, yeah, it's kind of new, that allows you to bypass the confirmation that you need on your Androids to reconnect your Go Plus. My goodness, what a freaking amazing thing we have going on here. So we're up against an Ampharos. What's good? Hitting me with those brutal swings and swapping into a Charizard. And this is why I just love having Future Sight on my Cresselia, because we're going to be able to, look at that, do so much damage to Charizard as opposed to really not that much. And I was hoping for a Dragon Claw here, and they're going to have to throw. They're like, well, that's not enough. No, it sure is not. So they're going to be using up that energy here, but we're still in an interesting position. Now, we have 1 shield left. They might be able to get to another Dragon Claw here, but let's see. Going for that, and we're able to counter them down. That's great. So we're shieldless, have a bunch of energy. Bringing in a Tapu Finn. Things are getting a little bit interesting here, folks. So you're never going to know when I'm going to lose, because a lot of times I showed a lot of wins, right? But in this video, you don't know. It's just going to be a lot of losses and quite a few wins as well. Ampharos farming us down. This is not good. Hitmonchan has got to survive this. And come on, can we get to it? And we're getting to the Ice Punch, and we're going to be able to take out that Ampharos just in the nick of time. That was a very close battle, and we're looking good here. Now, there is going to be one place in this video that I am going to kind of edit out, and that is going to be after a set, I do believe. And it's because I was just sitting around, and I'm not trying to like fast forward that. And we sit there for like 5 minutes, right? Next battle, met with a Greedent. This is interesting, and of course they have Tackle. So the Bullet Seed would have been resisted. It is going to be gaining energy pretty fast, but as opposed to Tackle here, which is going to be doing neutral damage and digging in. I mean, look at bringing us almost down to half, and now they're going to be able to start spamming these body slams, which is going to be putting us in a bad position here. But we do have that Hitmonchan, so you better believe that they're going to be coming in the back with some sort of a counter to fighting. So we'll just have to see how this works out here. Going to let this go. We are going to be able to survive and get to another Frenzy Plant. Highly doubt that they're going to want to shield this up, and they're letting it go. We're winning that matchup, bringing in a Gliscor. We've used 1 shield on both ends, so I decided to go ahead and bring in Hitmonchan. This is not the best position, but they're going to have to kind of throw Earthquake. Night Slash is not very effective. The quick move is doing a lot of damage, plus it is Shadow, so, and getting stabbed. Bringing in the Cresselia, yeah, we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage from the Night Slashes here, which are super effective, but without any sort of stab. But Let's just hope that there's something in the back that the Hitmonchan can handle here. So we're getting to the future sight, but not before they get off another Night Slash. Now, I don't think this is actually going to be enough to take them out here. And yeah, definitely not. They're going to swap, and they have a Sylveon in the back. So I'm just going to back out. So you can see, I mean, there's really nothing that I could have done there. We had the Hitmonchan in the back, which would have just got melted out of here by that Charm user. All right, moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here, folks? Let's get it. I think we're going to still be leading with the Venusaur, yes, and please tell me that this is a Charm. Nope, it's going to be Powdered Snow. So not particularly great here. Hitmonchan can do something up against that. More than likely, we're going to want to bring in our Cresselia. Looks like I was trying to swap there into the Cresselia to catch, but unfortunately, we did have a CMP tie, shielding it up and bringing in our Cresselia. They're bringing in an Ampharos, which I would assume is going to be hitting me with Brutal Swing here in just a moment. Going to go ahead and get off that Future Sight, doing quite a bit of damage. Ampharos can take a hit. And also, Cresselia doesn't have the highest attack. Hitting me with Brutal Swing. Now, at this point, I think we can go ahead. I think we're... All right, let's see. We might be able to get to another Future Sight here. All right, yeah, definitely. But we're going to go ahead and go for the Moonblast because this should also be enough. And we could potentially get to another one up against this Ninetales. Unfortunately not. That's okay. They're using up that energy. And we're definitely going to be bringing in our Hitmonchan to go up against this thing here. So let's get it. Now we do have to look out for potentially Psyshock or obviously Play Rough. But we're going to go ahead and call a Weather Ball. And hold on to our shields, going for the Thunder Punch here, as we don't want to really go for the Ice up against Ice, right? Not enough to take them out, and they're getting to another charge move, so I'm deciding to go ahead and shield it up to see what we have. And I don't even remember which ones of these I'm going to be winning or losing, and it looks like I'm definitely going to be losing this one here. So we got a Giratina in the back. We're getting the shield, swapping into our Venusaur. I'm just kind of entertaining the idea of this battle at this point. I already know it's going to be a loss, right? And I go ahead and back out. Entertain that one, sure. All right, moving it on here. Uncensored, folks. You all asked for it, and who cares? So you can just see them flat out, right? So now we're going to go ahead and swap up our team here and see what we can do. Again, we're not really going to be like changing the team. We're just going to be taking Venusaur off and putting on Charizard. Venusaur did amazing. I was just like, you know what? We need a little bit more coverage. That's the problem that was going on here. So this team is going to be kind of weak to Charizard to some degree. I mean, we got Thunder Punch, yeah, Future Sight on the Cresselia. Let's just go ahead and give it a shot to see what we're going to be encountering. Watch this. As soon as we put a Steelix up front, this is why I just don't even care anymore about ranking. Okay, Steelix up front, met with a Swampert. Haven't seen one until I put the Steelix up there. Great. Swapping into Cresselia, and they're bringing in a Giratina. This is, alright, it's an Origin, so it's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. They're shielding it up. Now, they're also going to be dishing out the damage. I think we did just drop their attack as well. Shadow Ball is still going to be hurting us quite significantly, so we're not out of the clear yet. Letting it go and kind of absorbing it quite nicely. And going for another Moonblast here, and they're going to be double shielding the Giratina. So at this point, they're going to be farming up a whole heck of a lot of energy. Right as we get to the Moonblast, unfortunately, almost wanted to shield that up, but we don't want them to farm us down anymore. Just hold on to our shields and bring in the Steelix here. They're going to be immediately swapping back into their Swampert, and this is not looking too great. Hitmonchan, Shadow can take a hit, but this is Swampert, Hydro Cannon. It's going to be able to spam us at a very fast rate, and it's going to get very annoying here. So honestly, I kind of just wanted to back out, but again, I'm recording this for you all so we can see what's going on here, and we're all in the same boat as far as this annoying ass algorithm. So we're just going to let this go, bring in our Steelix, and then farm them down here. I think we don't even actually farm them down. We throw this before they actually get to a Hydro Cannon, potentially, because I'm not trying to take all that damage or use my last shield. Still holding on to one, and we have a Cobalion in the back. So we've just been countered front, back, and center. And, I mean, yeah, we're obviously not going to win this. But again, we're going to entertain this here because I just wanted to see how much Earthquake is going to do. Because they're going to be able to keep on spamming that Sacred Sword. And unfortunately, Earthquake is doing quite a bit of damage, but the Dragon Tail is resisted while Cobalion is a tank, and it is going to be able to get to that Sacred Sword yet again to take us out here. And we're taking that loss here, folks. So there you go. Okay, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Nice. So at this point, I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that Steelix in the middle here and see what we have. I guess we're not going to be going with Charizard quite yet. Okay, so we got the Steelix going on. All right, leading with Hitmonchan. I think we're going to be with a Scrafty here. Yeah, okay, so this is obviously a good lead. Good thing we put the Hitmonchan in the front. Then again, if we didn't move the Steelix, we probably would have seen a whole nother team because of the way the alignment is. They're swapping into Tapu Finn, and this is unfortunately going to be countering my team to some degree. Cresselia does not have Grass Knot, and we're not bringing in our Steelix ground type to go up against that. So I feel like our best bet is to just keep hitting these Thunder Punches, get some shields, do some damage, and now we're going to go ahead and swap into our Steelix. Not very effective with the Dragon Tail, but we are going to be able to go for the Psychic Fangs here, which should be enough. Maybe a Dragon Tail to take them out after this. Yep, one more Dragon Tail. We're taking that one. Looking good, looking good. And they're going to obviously be coming back with this Scrafty. Now, it was at this moment I realized that I effed up. Okay, so we're going to be getting farmed down. They're going to be coming out of this with a lot of energy. Now we have a Cresselia in the back. Okay, so that doesn't want to see it. And of course, we're going to be getting countered in the back with a freaking Victini. All right, of all things in the Ultra League here. Okay, all right. Swapping into our Cresselia, and I just back out because, yeah, that's a wrap. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time here. So now we're going to go ahead and take the Steelix off. I think we put, no, we're trying to figure out, like, we got to combat this algorithm here. We got to figure this out. As much as I wanted to go with the Venusaur again, that's just taking us right back to the old team that we did have. So there it is. And I'm like, okay, just Venusaur, welcome back into the team, buddy. So we're going to be leading with Hitmonchan, though. Charizard's still not going to be quite entering the arena yet. Let's see what we're going to be met with here. Okay, now that is throwing me really for a loop. So it is going to be part normal, so they're retreating into their Stunk Tank. And I'm thinking, okay, we got Venusaur on the team, which is going to be able to handle that electric type. So we kind of just want to stay here with the Hitmonchan, right? Shielding up this first one, which could have been a flamethrower. And it is a crunch, unfortunately. And we're trying to farm down. And I'm going to let this go. We're going to go ahead and just call the crunch. It's going to be bringing us down pretty low, but we're at least going to be able to hit this charge move here. Going for the Thunder Punch. What did they just bring in? It is going to be a Tapu Vein. Oh, this is looking great because we do have that Venusaur. Thank goodness we didn't go with the Charizard. But again, I'm going to have to just say this. Even if we swapped up our team, we wouldn't be seeing these Pokemon here. It's all about the moves that you do have on your Pokemon, depending upon what you're going to be seeing on your opponent's end. Alright, so honestly, I have no idea what the heck this thing's moves are. So I'm going to go ahead and shield up the first one. I was thinking that that was going to be a bait Thunderbolt there. Let's just hope they don't have some sort of a Hyper Beam. Again, I'm not familiar with this thing's moves for Pokemon Go because I haven't really used it at all or have paid attention to it. I did make one, but I haven't used it at all yet. Alright, going for a Frenzy Plant here. Going to be able to take them out. And immediately swapping into our Cresselia, which has energy ready to go. And they're going to be backing out. We take that win there. Let's get it. All right, moving it on here with the same team. What are we going to be seeing next with that Hitmonchan in the lead? Such a good investment. Such a fun Pokemon to use here, folks. Got a nice long video for you. Met with an Obstagoon. Yeah, it doesn't really get any better than that. They're going to be swapping into a Giratina. Unfortunately, we really don't have a great answer to it. Cresselia is okay. Let's just hope they do not have Shadow Sneak. And that is a good sign to see if they're throwing Ancient Power right out the gate here. Because more than likely, they're going to have Dragon Claw. And with Dragon Breath, Ancient Power, and Dragon Claw, they're not going to really be able to do much to your Cresselia. I mean, they're going to be able to take you down pretty low. But it is not looking too good for them. Okay, let's get it. Taking them out, and we're looking good, folks. Let's go. And this is just a great position to be in here. All we got to do is let them take us out. And even this Moonblast, I don't think this is still not going to be enough. They're going to be able to farm up a little bit more with the Obstagoon, but we're looking great here. They're even letting it go. Now, it kind of depends on what they do have in the back. We still could lose this. We got two Pokemon weak to Psychic, and they have a Trevenant in the back. So this is not particularly great. So I get a shield, swap into our Venusaur, and at this point, we're just going to have to bait them again, get that other shield here. Shielding up, unfortunately, a freaking Seed Bomb, which is just horrific. Going for the Frenzy Plant, which will still do a lot of damage if they let it go. Getting that last shield, and we're going to be absolutely shielding this up. Hitting the Sludge Bomb, which is not enough, but we're still going to be able to pull this off. I mean, it's pretty much a wrap. They just used up all their energy here. Yeah, not quite enough. They immediately swap. And this is not even going to take us out here. We'll bring in our Hitmonchan. We're going to be able to counter down the Obstagoon as well as the Trevenant here. Oh, they're not even going to allow me to do that. So folks, I just checked where my doggy is going to be staying when I go out of town, and it's crazy because I use this app and it kind of helps you find people. It's just a condensed place where people, have rates for, whatever dog, whatever care you need, a day, a week, boarding, whatever that is, just a daycare for the day, whatever. They are right down the street from me. Now these are just random people that you can just, throughout the town. It's not like a center that they're going to be at or some sort of a building that you're designated to with your dog. It's just random people in their houses. And it's crazy because it's literally in my old neighborhood, in my old apartment where they're at. So I'm like, what? Wow, that's cool. Anyways, going on a random talk here. Like to throw those in once in a while. Really feel like I'm rambling there. So we got a Charizard up against our Cresselia. That's no problem. Blast Burn is going to be doing a lot, but at least it's not a Shadow Charizard. Going for the, I was going to say Psychic, Moonblast. Oh, I didn't get much sleep last night. Future Sight. There we go. All right, they're going for a Dragon Claw before they go down, just throwing in that damage. There is so many times in this video where I should have just stopped and re-recorded, but I'm just going to keep on going. So if I sound like an idiot at any point in this video, forgive me. And this is a good situation here. We're going to go ahead and shield it up. I'm not trying to get hit by a rock slide or something like that. So getting to the Frenzy Plant, and this is going to be able to take out that Machamp, and we're looking good. Ampharos coming back into the battle here, getting to the Frenzy Plant, and I know this thing is putting in the work, and I'm going to be taking it off still. And we got some beautiful lag here. Let's go. Taking that win with the Venusaur in the end. Let's get it. Always a trusty and great Pokemon. Absolutely. Hope you do have one of those shadows. All right, moving it on. And if you don't have a Shadow Venusaur, I mean, regular Venusaur is still going to be doing great for you. Although that Shadow Frenzy is just crazy damage. Next battle, met with a Charizard. This is not particularly great. What we're going to have to do is just hold it down here. That's it. We're just going to have to let this go. They're going to be able to farm us. We're going to hold on to this shield. And so we'll swap into... Oh, they swapped already. Oh, baby. Let's go. Bringing in a Machamp. Now, it could have Payback, which will do a lot, especially because they are Shadow. So, unfortunately, I'm going to shield it up. Now, to make up for using that shield, I'm going to farm up a little bit extra so we can hit that Charizard with a Future Sight here. Let's see. Or the... Okay, well, they're going to bring an Obstagoon. This is just getting even better. But not really, because what? We got a Charizard that we need to handle with 2 shields and this Obstagoon. So what we're going to have to do is farm up. But check this out. I'm like, okay, they swap. Great. You're trying to catch a Moonblast? Oh, it's over for you. Future Sight to the face Charizard, and it's doing a ton of damage. And I decided to go ahead and just stay here. I mean, might as well. Bring in the Hitmonchan, because we could bring in the Venusaur. But yeah, bring in the Hitmonchan. Try to counter down. Unfortunately, not happening. But we're bringing them low enough so that we can just simply Vine Whip them down with the Venusaur. And they have 2 shields left, so... Oh my gosh, it's this battle. Okay. Oh my gosh. It was looking like we were going to potentially pull this one off, right? So let's go ahead and see what we have. Now, we could have maybe, but let's see. Watch this. So I let that go, and I'm thinking, it's over. I need to quick move them down. So, yeah, I wasn't going to get to a 3rd Frenzy Plant there, so I guess we're just taking the loss, and that's just the way it's going to go. Unedited battles here for you folks. Let's keep it moving with the same team. Charizard is still not here. It'll make an appearance. I think it's for the last couple of battles. All right, what are we going to be met with this time here with that Hitmonchan in the front, a Pidgeot? All right, it's just getting better, isn't it? Look at this. You got to love it. This is, look, I'm going to tell you, I used to look forward to Go Battle League to the point where I wouldn't want to do anything else in the morning except for just do my battles right away. Or I would stay up until midnight and do them then. Like, it was just something that I was just itching to do. I couldn't get enough of it. I was loving it. Even if I was getting destroyed here and there, the counters weren't as ridiculously hard to your team a couple of seasons ago. Now, they're throwing all of these hard counters at you. I don't know what they did in the back end with the algorithm, but it has made it absolutely horrible. And I'm not going to say unplayable, but extremely unenjoyable. That is for sure. I'm like, come on, can we have a little fun over here? All I want to do is go up against people that have teams that are not going to be manipulated up against mine. I just want to have random matchmaking. And for the people who want to play devil's advocate and say, well, people are just getting better at Go Battle League, in which that is true to some degree. It's not the counters in the front and the middle. That has nothing to do with skill. That's all to do with a coin flip and what Go Battle League is going to pit you up against. That's it. Anyways, bringing in our Venusaur to farm down that Regirock. And we're going to farm down this Pidgeot as well. Wow. Are we going to be able to see what's in the back? We got a Cavalion Shiny. Now, here we go. Frenzy Plant, Venusaur is just nuts. We're going to start dishing out this damage here. Our Cresselia has pretty much no health, but we do have energy ready to go. We don't have a charge move. We need to get off a couple more Psycho Cuts here. They're still holding on to their damn shield. So I'm going to go ahead and call this here. Yeah, no, Sacred Sword, buddy. You better give me the shield. You better give me the shield, and then once we get it, we're going to swap immediately into our Cresselia. And getting to the Moonblast here, it looks like we had enough for the Future Sight, but we really don't need to get that off. And we're taking that win. That was a close one there. Still holding onto that shield, and we're looking good. All right, now we're coming up onto the part where it is actually going to be a split in the video because I sat here for a good like 20, 30, 40 minutes. All right, and kept the recording going. Next battle, Hitmonchan, another Obstagoon. Love to see it. Love to freaking see it. They're going to be retreating with energy, bringing in a Charizard, and we're going to go ahead and get a shield from them before we do retreat with that Thunder Punch. Beautiful. I'm waiting for the day where somebody just lets it go. Come on, just do it. No problem. Don't worry. Don't be scared. Hitmonchan's not going to hurt you. Thunder Punch is just going to tickle. All right, so we're going to bring in our Cresselia, getting hit by that Blast Burn. It's no problem at all. That's why we have the Cresselia on the team. It's literally our tank, okay? You usually want one tank on your team to some degree to help you out there. Going with 3 squishy Pokemon could be fun, but it's very deadly. It could be leaving you in a vulnerable position here. Going for the Moonblast, taking out that Charizard to bringing back that Obstagoon, and I feel like we've been here before. And let's just see this again. Oh, yeah, it's like the exact same play, except, oh, they're going to go Obstruct. They want to play that game and go down that route. Well, here's the thing. Moonblast is still doing quite a bit. They're raising the defense and using more energy and raising their defense and all this stuff. They swap, but they're just getting countered in the back. There was nothing they can do there. That was like one of my matches where I just get countered in the front, back, and middle. Except for the Cresselia wasn't necessarily a counter to the Charizard. Yeah, that's just how it goes. See, I just want to battle. I'm sure most of you do too. All right, we're met with a Trevenant. There we go. There's a horrible lead. How are we going to pull out of this situation here? So we have Ice Punch. We're going to go ahead and build up to that. As far as what do we want? I don't know. Do we got Charizard on the team yet? No, not yet. They're letting that go, which is massive. So we swap into our Venusaur, trying to potentially catch a Seed Bomb here, but that was not a catch, and we shield up a Shadow Ball. And I think I actually double shield in just some sort of a panic. And they've still got 2 shields here. So this is certainly a loss. There's no way I'm winning this. We got a Shadow Charizard out here. Yeah, not happening. So I should have just threw the Frenzy Plant right there because they probably would have shielded it up, not knowing it was going to just be a Frenzy Plant. So that's a little unfortunate. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely losing that one. Immediately backing out. We're taking a 3. We got another transition here because we sat there for a while. But rest assured, there is no battles being left out here. All right, so making that transition over, looking good. And Charizard is on the team. Let's get it. We got about 10 more minutes of this video here. Man, what is this? Why did I just leave in all that extra space? Okay. Okay. Next battle. What are we going to see? Hitmonchan in the lead. Giratina. Makes you want to go crazy. So we swap into our Cresselia here. Technically, everything has a little something that they can do up against Giratina on my team. We got the Moonblast, Ice Punch, and then Dragon Claw on Charizard, which is going to be able to be spammed very fast with that Wing Attack, and it's going to be Shadow, so hitting even harder. And we're swapping into the Cresselia. They're bringing in a Melmetal. This is front, back, hopefully not center. Let's see if we're going to be able to make this happen. Now, what I'm contemplating here is farming up with my Hitmonchan and then throwing some Ice Punches on the Giratina. So let's see how that does work out for us. Looks like they're going to be able to keep on spamming us. And at this point, I don't know. I think I almost intentionally did not try to take them out here. Oh, they shield up. Okay. Alright. I guess everything I say is going to be backwards. So we're going to let this go. Rockslide going to take us out. And we're going to bring in Hitmonchan to farm them up. Great. They're not getting off a charge move. They've used a shield. Bringing in Giratina. This is going to hurt us. So, oh my goodness, folks. This is a very embarrassing battle if I remember this correctly. Man, I'm just throwing it all out there for you to see. Swapping into Charizard of his Cobalion. Oh my gosh, yep. This is it. I should have baited here. Yep. Should have baited right out the gate. All right, so we got 2 shields. Like, what are you talking about? You're good, man. I mean, just shield this up, right? Oh, I thought it was going to be a bait Stone Edge, and it freaking almost it does eliminate me. What almost? That would have taken out like 3 Charizards Shadow. Come on. So I'm bringing in Hitmonchan. I'm like, wow, I just screwed this whole thing up. We were going to actually win. It wasn't looking good, but we were actually going to pull it off. But here's the thing. If we can get off both of these, we can do it. But they've got energy on their Giratina, and they're going to be able to get that through right about now. We're taking that loss, unfortunately. Wow. Man, I was heated about that. I was pissed off. Don't usually get annoyed if I misplace too much. I'm just like, oh, okay. But that one, for some whatever reason, kind of really annoyed me. Okay, moving it on. And a Pidgeot. See how good this is? I love Go Battle. It gets so even and fun. Alright, so we're going to have to stay here for now. I mean, we could swap. We don't have something in the back weak to it as opposed to, like, I don't know, Venusaur. And that was the reason why we couldn't swap. But in this situation, we can. We're going to let this Feather Dance go and call it. Yeah. And swapping into our Cresselia here. Now we just have to hope they go straight for a Brave Bird. Because if they lower our attack, that's not going to be looking good by 2 stages, as a matter of fact. So they do go for the Brave Bird, swapping into Cobalion. Going to go for the Future Sight. Are we going to take another loss here, folks? Are we going to see the 0-5 right about now? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It wasn't looking good. And you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to lay it all on the table here. You all know that I'm a pretty decent battler. I have laid out so many ideas and so much content over the years. It doesn't even matter anymore. I really do feel like Niantic put a hard lock on my account. All right, so we're going to see a Swampert in the back. Yep, typical stuff here. So yeah, we're definitely going to take another loss, but let's see how much we can do before we do go down. Or maybe we can pull it off. We're shielding this up here, holding on to the Charizard. This is going to one-shot us. This is a Shadow Swampert. Getting to another Dragon Claw, and I'm just trying to put up the best fight that I can at this point. Really breaking my spirits as far as having fun. You know, enjoying it and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's just not great. All right, bringing in the Charizard, and unfortunately, they're going to be able to spam 2 of these Hydro Cannons here before we get to the actual Dragon Claw, and they're taking the win. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, but you know how it goes. You can't win them all, but you certainly can lose them all. That's for sure, especially in Go Battle Leagues. Manipulated garbage here. What are we going to be met with this time? What, a Trevenant? Swampert. Okay, I guess that works. We do have Charizard in the back, just does not want to see that, so we're just going to go ahead and go as hard as we can with our Hitmonchan up against us here, going for the Ice Punch, and they're going to be letting it go, which is, yeah, something that they typically would do. I was thinking about running close combat, taking everybody by surprise and pretty much just one-shotting them, but that's going to leave us down an Elemental Punch. If I had to pick one, Ice or Thunder, okay, let's just think about this. So Steel types are covered by your obvious counter, Rock types. You need covers for Flyers, which could be hit by both Thunder and Ice. What is going to be a more common thing? You got Trevenants roaming around. You have Giratina. I probably would want to go with the Ice Punch. So, yeah, I guess that wouldn't be too great for a Tapu Finn, huh? Definitely need a lot of coverage for that, because then we just get completely walled, huh? Alright, anyways, this Trevenant is going to be able to take us out with a Seed Bomb. We do have Charizard in the back, 1-to-1 shield. Bring it in, the Charizard, which is going to be able to put in this work here. And I'm not even going to go for a Blast Burn. We don't need to. Going straight for the Dragon Claw, and they're letting it go. We immediately have a double swap, and they bring in a Drapion. And I'm laying it all out here for you folks, so if you could hit that like button for these losses, I mean, you could see, I mean, it's not like I'm playing horrible, right? It's really not like I'm doing all kinds of misplays. It's just like, well, there's just nothing I can do in that situation. Might as well just back out. So look at this. Oh, boy, look at, we're about to go 0-5. So I'm heated at this point. I'm absolutely heated. So I rearranged the Charizard. I'm like, we got to pull something else up in the front here. Putting it in the back. Let's see if we can get something that we're actually good up against up front here with the Hitmonchan. Let's go. Another Pidgeot? Oh, no, a Granbull, because we put the Dragon and Fire in the back. Yeah, do you see this? Do you see this? Another hard counter. So we're swapping into our Cresselia, trying to make the best of it. Going for the Moonblast, and they're shielding it. I think they double shield this Sting thing anyways, too. They're really going to go to town here. So hitting me with the Crunch. Okay. I go for Future Sight, thinking that they're going to let it go, but they shield it up. Should have went for another dang Moonblast, but hey, you live and you learn. Unfortunately, should have just went for that Moonblast. We do have a shield, but I don't want to use it. So we're going to bring in the Charizard. This is why I didn't shield it up. And we're doing quite a bit. We're going to farm up and go for the Blast Burn immediately here while still holding on to our shield. And we should be looking pretty good. I mean, we got a Charizard. Oh, never mind. We got a Swampert in the back. Oh, you better believe it. See this? See, there's nothing you can do to get... Oh, and another Charmuser. Oh, my God. Yeah, at this point, I was probably pulling my hair out and screaming. Having the neighbors, like, look out their window, like, what's going on with that crazy man today? Yeah, again, there's nothing I can do here. Well, what can I do? Okay. They have energy ready to go on their other Pokemon. I had to call this. I had to. Meteor Mash is essentially taking us out still. So there is another nice game. Look at that. Beautiful. 2 Charmusers. Oh, baby. I love it. This is so fun and balanced. Next battle. What are we going to see? Alright. Show me a new Pokemon that's just going to annihilate me. Who knows? Okay. Charizard. Oh, somebody help me. Alright, bringing in our own Charizard here. Now, technically, you can go Blast Burn, and that's, yeah, and they're doing that. It's still going to be doing a lot. Bringing in Giratina, and we're loaded up on energy, but down a shield here. Not too great, but at least we're going to be able to spam these Dragon Claws very fast here, so let's see what we can do. Letting both of them go, okay. I'm hoping this is a Dragon Claw. Come on, Dragon Claw. All right, yes. And let's see if they want to let this go or shield it up to win the swap, and they're going to be letting it go. This is perfect. Bringing back that Charizard, which is not good because now they got a bunch of energy. Bringing in the Cresselia. Now they know I have Future Sight. They do. What kind of a fool would bring a Cresselia into a Charizard? Only one who had Future Sight. Okay, so we're going to go for that, and they're absolutely going to shield it up. Yep, getting their first shield from them. Another Blast Burn, we can survive it. It is going to be very, very low. So let's see if they want to let this next one go. They know what we have in the back, right? So, I mean, if there's something weak to them, yeah, they're going to shield it up. Immediately swapping into the Hitmonchan here. And we're going to have to shield this up. We have to. I could call it Dragon Claw, but still not going to be worth it. They've got a Cobalion in the back. Folks, are we going to be able to pull this one off? Stonage is not very effective. They're going to be able to spam Sacred Sword here. Thunder Punch, or yeah, Thunder Punch is doing a decent amount. Counters adding up here. Hitting me with that Sacred Sword. We need to, oh my goodness, this has to KO, or we have to take them out with the next counter. And we do, and then the Charizard, oh my goodness, I think this is a wrap. We're going to take another loss, and this is a 0-5. There you go, folks. There you go. Super skill in action, algorithm hitting me hard. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all on the next video. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
To compromise where you can. Where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move. It is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no. You move.